guys, it's going to be a fun day in Texas.
So the stages today, lap 85 will end stage 1. Stage 2 ends at lap 170, and that leaves a 164-lap run to the total laps of 334 in the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. The pace truck has hit pit road. We're about to go racing. Jimmy Johnson from the outside of row 1 to the inside, his teammate William Byron. They take the green flag. Jimmy Johnson gets a big jump. He'll lead the field to turn 1.
A trio of Hendrick Chevrolet starting out in front. Jimmy Johnson drops to the bottom of the racetrack directly in front of young teammate William Byron, but he's having to contend with car for that second position, and that is Daniel Suarez.
But Suarez and Byron, those are the two locked up for that second spot. Jimmy Johnson's already pulled away to about a 2-car length lead here as he toes the train for the first time today off turn 4.
Jimmy Johnson got away from teammate William Byron, but Byron is in a battle right now with Suarez to his outside, and right on his rear bumper, it is going to be Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin.
Suarez, the only driver to go all 3 qualifying rounds without the help of a draft. He's got a fast race car. He's third. He opens the inside lane trying to capitalize as Chase Elliott.
Johnson once again about 4 car lengths out in front of second place there, William Byron. They go right to the bottom of the racetrack. Back there in the 10th and 11th spot, they're trying to all sort it out and get to the bottom.
Joey Logano on the move, started 8th. He goes around Denny Hamlin, move him up to 5th. So it's Johnson, Byron, Suarez, Elliott, Logano back to turn 1.
And behind them, Austin Dillon rides in the 6th position. Those 3 single file, things a little bit more jumbled behind. Eric Jones will take the 7th spot. Ty Dillon will follow him. Ryan Blaney runs door to door off of turn 2.
Watching that battle with Blaney there as he goes to work on that number 8 car to the outside. Daniel Hemrick trying to make a move underneath. He'll try to sneak that fender up under midway through 3 and 4. Now he'll make the pass all 4.
Watching the battle for second try to form up here. It is Daniel Suarez in third. He is trying to get around William Byron. Meanwhile, Byron, Rob, is putting the heat on race leader Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, yeah. The top 5 has tightened up. Byron got right to the back bumper of Johnson. As that happens, Chase Elliott goes to the inside of Suarez off 2.
Elliott trying to make up some ground there in that 3rd spot. He's not going to get anything on Suarez this time into the corner. In fact, Suarez will get a run up off the middle of the corner trying to pick that pass on the number 9, Chase Elliott.
As now Suarez swings to the outside. Can he overpower Elliott? Elliott now getting a push from Joey Logano. So he stays.
It's already answered. The answer is definitely yes. Here comes Chase Elliott. He'll now drive alongside his teammate William Byron off turn 2.
Side by side, the battle for second, and right behind them, 2 cars door to door as well. Joey Logano and Daniel Suarez. They'll stay just that way as they go through 3 and 4.
Jimmy Johnson has gotten away by 10 car lengths, but it is a dogfight back here. It is Chase Elliott working to the inside of William Byron. Behind him, side by side, it's Joey Logano and Daniel Suarez.
Can you run side by side? Yes. Is it a little bit slower? Well, yes. As Jimmy Johnson really stretching it out about 12 car lengths advantage over second place Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott and William Byron need to figure out if they can get in line, they can catch up to the leader. Right now, the draft working big time for 2 through 9th or 10th place.
Elliott and Byron side by side battling for the second spot. Behind them, Logano, Hamlin side by side. And now Suarez, and joining the battle, Hamlin, Dillon, and Eric Jones.
So all of a sudden now we've got 8 cars right together, second through the 9th position. Chase Elliott this time off turn 2. Slight advantage over Byron.
They said the draft was going to be in play this afternoon, and it's really obvious from second on back through the night, probably 12 or 13 cars. Now the second and third place car, Elliott and Byron go single file off 4.
Jimmy Johnson is loving this. He has pulled away to a 15-car length lead. Now in second place is going to be Chase Elliott, then William Byron. 3 Hendrick cars lead the parade.
Clean Air is king. Kurt Busch started 30th. He runs in 30th. Off turn 2, Jimmy Johnson has built an advantage to 15 car lengths over the new second place car, Chase Elliott.
Joey Logano on the move now. He wants the 4th position. He'll go up to Daniel Suarez, get right to his right corner. Now try to work underneath him. Try to work it hard off of turn 4, but Suarez fights back on the outside.
Just behind him, it is Dillon and Hamlin side by side. Hamlin to the inside. Dillon trying to hang on up top. Eric Jones is there. Blaney, also Ty Dillon. Daniel Hemrick now joining that battle.
And Michael McDowell has joined that group as well. Not too far behind McDowell is Brad Keselowski, along with Kyle Busch. A whole bunch of cars racing second on back.
Meanwhile, back up in front of them, the battle is still for 4th. Joey Logano still working on Suarez. Gets a corner out in front of him now. Will try to make the pass all 4. Suarez not letting him go.
9 laps into the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. The top 5 look like this. Jimmy Johnson is leading. Chase Elliott. William Byron is 3rd. 4th, Daniel Suarez. And 5th, Joey Logano.
Welcome back to Sports View. Today's topic, who's the greatest of all time? For my money, it's Progressive's Home and Auto Bundle. It literally saves you money. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
Look, it's simple.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Add up all the heroes, take away the zeros, and what you got? One big trophy and me saying, I told you so.
I disagree.
Thanks, fellas. Took the words right out of my mouth.
There's really no debate. Progressive's Home and Auto Bundle is a winning combination. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You wash the outside, clean the inside, and make sure maintenance is up to date. Pamper your car's engine and fuel system by adding Z-Max Micro Lubricant. Using the fluids as a carrier to reach internal parts, Z-Max literally soaks into metal, dispersing harmful carbon buildup. Improve performance today at zmax.com or your local auto parts store.
There's a battle for the lead midway down the backstretch. Chase Elliott has caught Jimmy Johnson.
Got a couple of car lengths. He's got to try to get him in turn 3. Can't quite make it up, but he gets a good run off 4, and he'll close it up on the leader on 4.
Chase Elliott trying to wrestle the lead away from teammate Jimmy Johnson across the start-finish line. Let's call it a single car length from Johnson back to Elliott.
2 cars racing for the lead, 3 battling for the 3rd spot. It is Chase Elliott who move up a groove and a half, trying to find some clean air to try to chase down Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy still with the advantage.
7-time champ down the backstretch now. Gets a little bit of an advantage, more than he had the last time by. Chase Elliott gets a good run into the corner, points that nose right to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll fall back about 4 car lengths off the leader off 4.
Well, the lead issue has been settled at least momentarily, and we want to remind you the Kubota Sidekick RTV gives you speed, cargo capacity, and towing power, plus acceleration and handling that blurs the lines between work and fun. Get behind the wheel of a Sidekick and feel the difference. Visit your local Kubota dealer. You're listening to PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Hear from the drivers and personalities of grassroots racing each week on PRN's At the Track. We cover the short tracks, dirt tracks, legends, and kart racing from the World of Outlaws, Lucas Oil Series, All-Star Circuit of Champions, USAC, Cars Tour, Pass, Ultimate Super Late Model Series, Fast Track, Neesmith, Power Eye, and more. That's PRN's At the Track every week on Broadcast Radio, the free PRN app, and iTunes.
It's Kathy Martindale and Paul Shad on Z-Max Racing Country Classics.
I go back a long time listening to Charlie Pride.
I grew up in Sledge, Mississippi, right below Memphis. I started singing in clubs, and Red Savine and Red Foley came there for a show, and they said, "You like to do some songs on the show?" I said, "Yeah," so I did.
Tons of country music this weekend on Racing Country Classics.
Z-Max Racing Country Classics.
15 laps into this race, the yellow flag flies for the first time. Problems in turn 2 in front of Rob Albright.
There's a lot of skid marks on the racetrack at the exit of turn 2, the result of several incidents in Friday night's truck race, yesterday's Xfinity Series race, and a new set has just been added. 4 tires went sliding around backwards and all the way around in the person of Eric Jones in the top 10, so it could have been disaster not only for Jones but a whole host of other cars. Somehow, guys, he spun, but he did a great job of keeping it off the wall so that fresh paint on the outside of the turn 2 wall remains. But Eric Jones now will have to come from the back of the field after this pit stop.
Nice move by Kyle Busch to avoid a spinning Eric Jones. So big break there early on in this race as we're watching the field come down the front stretch. And it looks like the leaders will stay out, but now about from position 6 on back, pit road is going to get busy. Let's go down first off to Jim Noble.
Yeah, one of the takers, Michael McDowell, who said the car was pretty good on that last run. Nobody else on my section of pit road. Let's send it down to Wendy Venturini.
Well, I thought 7th place Denny Hamlin was going to come in. He decided not to. I did listen to Eric Jones just now. He said he was a little bit loose, and that's what happened under that caution. On my end of pit road, we have Chris Buescher down here and Ryan Preece for 4 tires. Brad Gilly?
Coming in for tires, Martin Truex Jr., Bubba Wallace, also Alex Bowman in. Bowman says right now he's too free to be aggressive. Kyle Busch came in, missed his pit box. He's back out on the track. Brett McMillan.
Daniel Hemrick came in. He said he was caught a little bit free off the corner, so he got 2 tires. And also coming in, William Byron, he got a splash of fuel.
Top 8 cars stayed out, or 8 cars stayed out. And a very close call for Eric Almirola. He was coming out. Parker Kligerman was going in, and they nearly crashed on pit road with just inches to spare.
And